guy shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like he could kill her, but he's not gonna.
I have to leave this disclaimer. This video is for educational and informational purposes. It does not encourage any form of abuse, bullying, or violent behavior. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing a clip from a podcast where a man said that men should date women that weigh less than them. And his reason for that is very disturbing.
Guy shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like he could kill her, but he's not gonna.
1 minute later.
And submit to you. And when she doesn't, you look like a fool.
That's like one of the worst things a girl could do. Making her man look stupid.
Now, a lot of people had things to say about his statement. Now, the clip has been deleted. That's why you've seen just part of it. It has been deleted from the podcast channel because it's obviously a very troubling statement for somebody to make. Anyway, let's check out what people had to say about his statement.
I shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like he could kill her, but he's not gonna. If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her up and throw her into the wall, but I'm not. She's like, okay, I trust him. He's in control of himself.
This isn't about trust. This is about fear. This is about intimidation. You want to be able to physically overpower her or have her fear that you could physically overpower her if she says or does something that you don't like. Why not use your words? Why not use your actions? Why not use your character to show this woman that you are trustworthy? Why would a woman have those kind of thoughts about somebody she's romantically interested in? Like, this is how you feel about a stranger. If I see a larger than me strange man walking up to me, then I'll have those thoughts in my mind. He could physically overpower me. He could his bare hands. He could throw me up against a wall. But why would a woman ever have those thoughts about a man that she's intimately involved with or romantically involved with? No, you want her to fear you. The threat of physical harm shouldn't come from my own man. It should come from some strange man. You should want to be bigger so that you can defend me if need be, that you can protect me if need be, not that you can use your strength against me.
Woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like he could.
You should be on an FBI watch list and not a podcast. All right, put the microphone down.
I shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like he could kill her, but he's not gonna. If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her up and throw her into the wall, but I'm not. She's like, okay, I trust him. He's in control of himself.
Did you just say, you Looney Tune? It's like you invented the red fucking flag. I don't even really have to say anything anymore. You've done all this work yourself. Might want to change that mindset, buddy. Might creep a few people out.
Hey friends, trigger warning. Have you seen that video of that red pill podcaster talking about dating people who are 2/3 of his body weight or less?
I shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like.
Hey, yeah. Let me cut in right here. One time I dated a woman who was 2/3 my body weight. She weighed the same amount as me. She tried to throw me in the wall, bruh. She tried to throw me in the wall. You know I weigh less than you. I weigh 1/3. Man, let me tell you, my ex, I can't believe I married her. Did you know that female used to throw me into the wall and shit? That bitch used to throw me in the wall, man. The wall, man. It's all right, King. It's all right. You did good. He's a good man. He's a good, strong man.
Guy shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He used to feel like he could kill her, but he's not gonna.
1 minute later.
And submit to you. And when she doesn't, you look like a fool.
That's like one of the worst things a girl could do, making her man look stupid.
Yes, I want you to live in fear every day of your life that I might kill you if I want. But if you make fun of me in front of my friends, I'm telling my mom.
Every day, men give us more vivid reasons to stay the fuck away from them.
A guy shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body.
Already off to a bad start, but the next clip actually goes from just insulting to absolutely fucking terrifying.
He used to feel like he can kill her, but he's not gonna. If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her.
He needs to know that if he wanted to, he could her. And she needs to know anytime that he's holding her, she needs to know and recognize that if he wanted to, he could slam her into a wall or worse. And that's his qualification for choosing the women that he's interested in dating. What? And I have had men say things like this, like, to my face. And yes, it is absolutely terrifying. The first and only time I ever went on a hike as a date, and even that was like 4 or 5 dates in, we were literally in the middle of the fucking forest. This man starts chuckling and goes, oh yeah, you know, I could just kind of make you disappear and no one would know where you were. And then he was absolutely shocked when I didn't want to go on another date. Why do men fantasize about hurting their partners?
Warning, red flag ahead.
A guy shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight.
And why is that?
The woman should feel smaller. She used to feel like he can, but he's not gonna. If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her up and throw her into the wall, but I'm not. She's like, okay, I trust him.
TikTok set the bar at peel an orange. Literally, low-hanging fruit. And this man said, I can go lower. This is your idea of trust building. Finding a woman, purposefully seeking out a woman that you could feel, wanting her to feel like you could feel her, and then being so gracious as to not do so. $1 million idea. Start a park, clone some saber-toothed tigers, and let men like this go fight them so they feel like they've earned their keep in some way. Like, we already knew the whole you need men to protect you is like mafia-style protection racket. Because it's to protect you from other men. But this shit is like, they walk into the store, they're like, you're gonna want some protection. And you're like, why do I need protection? And they're like, you know, accidents happen as they push over an entire shelf of your merchandise. Here's a way to build trust. Learn some actual skills so you and your partner can be equals. And challenge yourself and your friends not to behave or think this way.
Okay, what do we got?
I shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight.
You know I'm gonna regret this, but why?
The woman should feel smaller. She used to feel like he could kill her.
What in the Dateline exclusive are you talking about, bro?
But he's not gonna.
Oh, well, as long as he's not gonna. I mean, he's fantasizing about it, but he's not gonna.
If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her up and throw her into the wall, but I'm not. She's like, okay, I trust him. He's in control of himself.
Not only are you admitting to fantasizing about unaliving your partners, but you are talking about the manipulation of convincing a partner that you have the ability to harm them, but that they can trust you because you won't. Newsflash, that isn't trust, that's fear. So I've dated men that are bigger than me, that are stronger than me. The reason I trusted them was not because I looked at them and thought, oh, they could unalive me. No, I trusted them because never once did I think they ever imagined or fantasized their ability to do so. I trusted them because their strength was never a fear. So when you get on the internet and let women know that not only are you consciously choosing women that are smaller than you, that you can dominate, that you can overpower, but that you want them to be thankful for the fact that you're choosing not to unalive them, or as you put it, throw them against the wall, that's just abuse waiting to happen. That's a big fucking red flag. And I don't know if I'm more concerned about the fact that you put this on the internet or that over 57,000 people have liked it. And I would bet everything I've ever owned that you are the kind of man who also says things like, well, women need men. You need us to protect you. We wouldn't need men protecting us if so many of you didn't fantasize about your ability, your big, strong ability to unalive us. Because if you are specifically choosing people to date that you know you could physically harm, and that is something that you look for, you're not safe. And while I'm okay with everyone having their own preferences, you got on the internet and said all men should choose women that they could harm. But lucky for us, you claim that you're not going to. Unfortunately, too many of you actually do.
Guy shouldn't be dating a woman that's more than 2/3 of his body weight. The woman should feel smaller. He needs to feel like he could, but he's not gonna. If I'm holding a girl and subconsciously she knows that if I wanted to, I could pick her up and throw her into the wall, but I'm not. She's like, okay, I trust him. He's in control of himself.
What? Where's the red flag guy or the authorities? Because you heard him, right? Let me get this straight. A guy shouldn't date a girl unless the girl thinks that guy can murder her. Hug your daddy, man.
I could pick her up and throw her into the wall.
Don't start saying that this world is equal, because it's really not. This type of man is more common than you think. And your biggest fear is rejection? Must be nice. Must really be fucking nice. Don't tell me that it's a joke. Don't tell me it's hyperbole. Because that's how a lot of things in bad situations start, is as a joke. Why'd you take it so seriously? Because he said it. Because that man, like many men out there, said it with his fucking chest. And you don't want me to take it seriously? No. What an absolute disgrace of a man. No wonder you're single. No wonder no one wants to date you. And you have to go on a podcast and talk bullshit. Wow. How unattractive. How fucking lame.
Now, a lot of people are saying this is an epic red flag. The guy is a red flag. Personally, for me, it's not even a red flag. It's like he's a criminal. I don't know if I can say this on this. But it's just like that man is a potential criminal. Potential violent person. Potential DA person. Because how would you think that men should date women that are way less than them just to put fear in them that, oh, I can, anytime I want, anytime I want, but the fact that I'm not doing it shows that I'm in control and you can trust me. What sort of nonsense logic was that? And I'm like, he said it on a podcast. No wonder a lot of people are like, men should stop going for podcasts. That men should stop buying podcast equipment. Like, now becoming an epidemic of men saying rubbish on those podcasts. I'm like, I don't know about that, but honestly, that statement was just not it at all. And everybody is right in saying he's a huge red flag and is a danger to women. Because why would you think of that? I really don't know. Why? His reasoning is just out of it. I was watching and somebody actually said this on camera. Like, and the podcast channel actually posted it. I don't know why they did that. Nobody in that team said, there's something wrong with this statement. Nobody called him to order and nothing. They were just looking. Because I know it's not only the woman that was there. They will have the cameraman, probably. Anyway, camera, editing or editor. And nobody in that team said, this is not right. Any which way, that statement is wrong and the guy should be watched very carefully. But again, there's some men like that. And if you hear somebody saying that, please take your heels, take your bag and run. Because that is a disaster waiting to happen. Any which way, that is my thought about the whole situation. I would love to hear your thoughts about this statement, that statement that the man made. Do you think that it's right for a man to date somebody that weighs less, way less than him, just to have control and fear over the person to that I can do anything to you? I would love to hear your thoughts about the whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.